Hi, welcome back. Random Fact Thursday. It's a thing. It could not be a thing. Who knows? Time's irrelevant.
Don't release these on Fridays.
Don't worry. I mean, to you, we might release them on Fridays.
Time isn't real. Everything's blurred together. Infinitesimally and folding in on itself, making a knife blade. Time
We've all
knife
seen the time
coming.
knife.
Time knife coming. Never.
Oh, hey now, if your time knife's coming, that's a them problem.
Uh,
Do you get it?
it's
What?
talking about cum. Yes.
I mean, I guess if you want to be gross about it.
You're the one who's fucking gaslight.
I'm not gaslighting you, I'm just being an asshole.
Not gaslighting you. I'm just lying about everything.
I've never lied to you a day in my life. I'm kidding. I've probably lied to you several times.
Unrelated, but I had an idea, and I pitched this to our friend Aka as well. But we should make a video game studio that simply makes games for elderly people. And my reasoning is fairly sound. So, A, mentally stimulating activities are shown to help with prevent like cognitive decline, including video games. B, what demographic has more free time and simultaneously disposable income than retirees?
Toddlers.
No,
Not even a little bit?
they don't have income. And for those of you who say, well, elderly people don't play video games. My great grandmother, who's almost 90, has played Tetris for 35 years.
You know what? Good for her.
Also, like Bejeweled and Mega Aquarium and a bunch of other desktop games. Although this is probably she's not probably the best person to like advocate for, because she does regularly freeze her computer because she has 85 tabs open, doesn't know how to close things.
I don't know if you have room to talk, mister. I keep a dozen tabs open.
Yeah, but I know how to close things. Speaking of,
story.
I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 tabs open right now.
A likely story.
Oh, wait. And then in my other window, I have 2. Which I just closed. Because of Resident Evil. Anyway, what do you think?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I definitely know that a lot of what's the word, like brain age and stuff was like on the Nintendo DS was made with like, you know, like keeping people's like brains active and stuff in mind.
Yeah.
We could just do more brain age games.
It's like WarioWare, but not Wario themed.
It's like WarioWare, but Wario has gigantic knockers.
That's just regular WarioWare.
Damn, you're right. But I'm talking about like quadruple Ds.
Titties so big they break an L cup, bro.
Hell yeah.
A Boston marriage is a cohabitation of 2 wealthy women, independent of financial support from a man. There is also Welles WELLES LEY. Well Esley marriage, where the relationship involved two academic women. Some of those relationships were romantic, others were not.
Sounds incredibly sexy.
Under Ontario traffic laws, it is illegal to operate a horse-drawn sleigh on public roads with fewer than 2 sleigh bells attached to it. Penalty is a conviction and of a fine not exceeding $5.
Well, I would like to see the city of Ontario fucking stop me.
They probably will.
What are they gonna do to me? They're in British Columbia.
John Arnold Van Hingel, a grassroots activist and entrepreneur who in 1967 founded St. Mary's Food Bank, world's first food bank in Phoenix, Arizona.
Good for him.
Sorry. During World War II in the Philippines, Rod Serling and his platoon were watching platoon member Melvin Levy deliver a comic monologue when a supply crate dropped from above and decapitated Levy.
Jesus Christ.
One version of the story has 2 men posing for a picture when it happened.
That's fucked up.
Charlie Chaplin received a 12-minute standing ovation when he won an honorary Oscar in 1972, the longest in Oscar history.
Good for him.
During World War II, Chinese forces opened the dikes of the Yellow River to slow the Japanese army. That resulted in an estimated 400,000 to 800,000 drownings and displaced millions. As the Yellow River moved several hundred kilometers.
It took me a second to remember what a dike is actually, and I thought you just casually said a slur.
Yeah. Okay. You think so little of me.
I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
It's D-I-K-E.
I know that now.
As opposed to the infamous Dick Van Dyke, who spelled his last name D-Y-K-E. Or was it C-K?
I don't know. Now I'm thinking of the Tumblr, what's the word?
Yes, just K.
Now I'm just thinking about the Tumblr, like somebody, are you talking about Dick Van, slur? And it's like, what? Alright, and then it's like, oh yeah, I get it now.
But that's gotta suck. It's like if you... Well, we can say it. Imagine your name was like John Fag. And that's just your name now.
Yeah.
And then your name was that before, fag was a slur.
Uh-huh.
And then it became a slur.
It would suck some major ass for that to happen.
Yeah. There's about 10 times the amount of water inside Earth as there is in all the oceans, lakes, rivers, and glaciers on the surface. The Allies used a ghost inflatable army to trick Hitler.
Explain.
So, they were planning the Normandy invasion, but they wanted to throw Hitler off so he wouldn't be as prepared to just stop them when they crossed the English Channel. It's because they could send airplanes over and view where they're at. So they built a bunch of balloon like tanks and soldiers and like vehicles and stuff, and they put it on a completely different area,
Ah,
so it
I
made it look
see.
like they were going to come across from a different area.
It kind of reminds me after, Stalin being afraid of Agent Kilroy, when Kilroy was just like one of the first ever memes that the Americans did during World War II. They would like the picture of like the guy looking over like a wall, like with the long nose, and it's like Kilroy was here, and then I don't know where I'm going with this conversation.
A woman named Lizzie Velasquez was born with a rare disease called neonatal progeroid syndrome that people consider the ugliest woman in the world, and how she ended up turning into a positive role model and motivational speaker.
Good for her.
It's illegal to own more than 6 dildos in Texas.
Well, you're gonna have to arrest me in Texas then.
It is a felony to taunt a police dog in Pennsylvania. It is a misdemeanor to have sex with a police dog.
I think there's a lot more wrong with you having sex with a police dog. Wait, officer or dog?
Dog.
Oh yeah, no, there's. This ain't Zootopia, honey. That dog can't consent.
I was gonna say something terrible.
Oh no.
It was about white women.
What the fuck? What the fuck, Richard?
You've seen those memes, haven't you?
You're gonna have to be specific on the memes.
About white women being particularly friendly with their pets.
Oh, you mean the open mouth kissing?
That and more, yeah.
Oh, have I ever? Okay, I don't think I should talk about this when we're recording, actually recording, but I need to tell you about a story involving my time at the college. I mean, I guess I could talk about it. Okay. So back the second year that I was going to my university, I was playing D&D with my college group there, and one of our friends like rolls up and she's like, "Y'all, I need to show you what was airdropped to me as I was walking across campus, because I can't be the only one that has to bear witness to this." And we're like, what's going on?" And she's like, just watch the video. And she shows us the video, and the first time we see it and we're watching it, we're all very confused on there's a caption that says, "Yo, the city my college was in," then the phrase "are freaks," and we're all like, what are we looking at exactly? And she was like, "Here, I'll play it for you again, and it should hit as soon as you watch it again." And we watched it, and it was a lady getting raw dogged by a dog. And we were like, "Why the fuck did somebody airdrop this to you?" And she's like, "I don't know." And we were like, "Why'd you have to show us?" And she was like, "I don't know, because I didn't want to witness this alone." And yeah, that's my story about that. Sometimes I regret opening my mouth.
Sometimes I regret that too. There's a pranking device that generates specific combination of sound waves that make people physically ill.
The opposite of a brown note. Is the brown note actually a thing?
Oh, good.
And I'm pretty sure the MythBusters like did a video about it, and well, no, not a video like they're fucking YouTubers or some shit, but they did an episode where the brown note was like a thing, and it didn't particularly work.
So yeah, the brown note sometimes produces the brown frequency. The brown noise have that infrasonic sequence capable of causing fecal incontinence by creating acoustic resonance to the human bowel. Considering an urban myth, the name is a metronome of the common color of human feces. Attempts to demonstrate the existence of a brown note using sound wave transmission through the air have failed. Frequencies are supposed to evolve between 5 and 9 hertz, which are below the lower frequency limit for human hearing. High-powered sound waves below 20 hertz are felt in the body. Testing on MythBusters in February 2005, television show MythBusters attempted to verify whether the brown note was a reality using a Meyer Sound 700 HP subwoofers, a model and quantity that has been loaded for major rock concerts. Normal frequency it's like subwoofer is 28 hertz and 150 hertz, but the 12 enclosures of MythBusters had been swiftly modified for deeper bass extension. Roger Schweike and John Mayer directed the Mayer sound team in devising a special test rig that will produce at very high sound levels at infrasonic frequencies. Subwoofers turning ports were blocked and their input cards altered. Qualifying cabinets were positioned to open refrigeration and force stacks, which each stack contains 3 subwoofers. Stack levels were generated by Sims 3 audio analyzer with a software modified using infrasonic tones. A Brule and Kajir sound level analyzer fed with attenuated signal from a model 4189 microphone displayed and recorded sound pressure levels. Host of the show tries to use frequencies as low as 5 hertz, obtaining a level of 120 decibels of sound pressure at 9 hertz and up to 153 decibels at above 20 hertz. The rumored psychological effects did not materialize. Test subjects all reported some physical anxiety, shortness of breath, and even a small amount of nausea.
But no shit in Sparta.
But this was shown by the host as noting that the sound, that frequency and intensity moves air rapidly in and out of one's lung, causing one to become disoriented, but not one to shit themselves. Firing the myth busted.
So, the brown note doesn't cause you to shit yourself. It just knocks the air out of your lungs. Which I feel like is significantly freakier than shitting yourself.
Yep.
I felt like I was gonna make a joke about something, but my brain has the thought has left my brain.
People can hear if pouring water is hot or cold.
Ooh.
A 17-year-old girl faked pregnancy for 6 months as a social experiment, with only a handful of people actually knowing about it.
What was the point of the social experiment?
I think just to see if people would think she was actually pregnant or not.
Ah, I see. Well, like, you can call anything a social experiment. It's just like, you know, you gotta tell us what the purpose of the experiment is. Like you know, I could be like, I go on a grinder and I find 10 dudes and I ride their dick for like an hour for a social experiment. What exactly am I testing, you know?
She was doing something called a presentation called Stereotypes, Rumors, and Statistics. Gabby decided to carry the experiment as part of our senior project, which every student must pass in order to graduate.
Yes, the dreaded senior project.
Gabby didn't reveal her secret until she shocked the audience, listing off some stereotypes and rumors she heard about herself during her 6.5 months, supposedly been pregnant. She listed off pre-prepared cards with some of the comments that she had heard from students and teachers.
Oh no!
Which she had heard in 6 months since she announced pregnancy during school year. So I'm just reading through it.
That's all good. I assume like her parents, like her parents knew about the.
And then she told her parents,
Yeah, that makes sense.
her boyfriend, her best friend, and her principal and her teacher.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like letting your parents know, because I feel like, if somebody's talking about your what's the word? If like like somebody somehow your daughter being pregnant, it's gonna get back to you eventually at some point. The teacher makes sense as well, because they were the one in charge of class, and you gotta let them know about like, hey, this is what I'm doing for the thing. But yikes, teachers talking about you being pregnant behind your back. That's fucked up. Does it list any of the comments that were made?
I can list through some of them. Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
It's all good. I was pregnant in high school and everybody was super nice to me.
Sure you are. Her attitude is changing. It might be because of the baby, or she was always this annoying. I never realized it.
Woof. Ouch. Honestly, this was a pretty good experiment then.
Huh.
Better than those social experiments where they're like, we dress up a little girl like in dirty clothing and then like clean clothing, and we have them go talk to, ask for help, and then it's like, okay, first of all, I don't know where I was going with this comment. Actually, never mind.
Dave Grohl, a band member of the Foo Fighters, broke his leg at the beginning of a concert in Sweden in 2015. Came back to finish the show while a doctor held his leg there for almost 3 hours straight. What?
No, just I don't know. Just the thought of my leg. Like, how bad was the break? Does it say?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Just if I stubbed my toe and I was doing a concert, I would be like, "Bye, you all get refunds and free tickets for the future." But I'm done now. Bye.
In 1918, a man crashed and died and was buried in a coffin, exhumed against the family's wishes 2 days later after an insurance debate, and then was found alive due to being in a low oxygen coma. Went on to become a French celebrity and invented a breathing apparatus for wine and coffins. For wine kegs and coffins.
So the insurance companies being greedy bastards actually saved somebody for once.
Yep.
Only once, though.
Fox News reporters were fired for telling the truth about Monsanto. There was a copy of the Mona Lisa that is believed to have been created at the same time as Da Vinci's, known as the Prado Mona Lisa. It is better preserved than the original and gives a better understanding of how the original might have appeared.
Oh yeah, this version has eyebrows, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, which has apparently been a subject of debate in the art world on why the original Mona Lisa does not have eyebrows.
Yeah, maybe her eyebrows just fell off.
Yeah, like it's an old fucking. It's like not to bitch on art snobs or whatever, but the Mona Lisa's old as fuck. Like
The only reason the Mona Lisa is as famous as it is because it got stolen once.
yeah, and I regretted stealing it every day of my life. I just did it to spite Da Vinci because, you know, he's like, oh, boo-hoo, nobody likes my paintings, and then it's
and
like...
the sweat of your titties wiped off her eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, bye guys, don't bother.
Good boy. I'll miss all of you. Oh, wait. I want to see what's in this treasure chest real fast. Hang on.
Chest.
Oh shit! It's 4 items. I can't count. It's 5. Oh, it's all money because I've upgraded all my items. Bye, everyone.